Hi, this is Tim from fititmidlife.com, and today I've got the Nike SuperRep Go. This is a circuit training shoe. It has a lot of cushion and support, but a super lightweight, minimalistic upper. It is meant for circuit training classes and things like that. We're going to tell you all about it, so stick around. All right, let's take a look at the SuperRep Go. So first of all, Nike's marketing material describes this as the shoe for workouts on the go. They mention specifically that this would be great for workouts in your hotel room, indoors in your living room, and other places like that. And basically, this is a very lightweight upper on this shoe. So for example, you can easily see my fingers through the mesh here on the side. You can easily see sunlight through the mesh on the front. This is the thinnest, most lightest weight upper that I've seen on a shoe, I think, ever. So very minimalistic upper, but at the same time, there is a lot of cushion here with rubber tread for durability and traction as well. But overall, this is definitely an indoor shoe. This is not really meant for outdoors. This foam, the white part is foam. This would degrade rapidly if you were using this on asphalt and things like that for running. The rubber, the gray part, this is more durable. This would last longer, but you can see there's significant amount of foam exposed on the bottom and on the sides as well. So mostly, I would say this is an indoor training shoe. Let's talk about the cushioning. So I mentioned that this is a highly cushioned shoe. So this is Nike's standard foam. This is not React foam or anything like that. It is fairly well cushioned. You also have a removable midsole that is highly cushioned as well. So this is quite thick. This is very soft. And this leads to a very cushioned shoe, which is what you would expect for body weight exercise and high impact activities that you do with body weight. The shoe itself, the heel has a lot of cushion, the midfoot has a lot of cushion, and the forefoot has a lot of cushion. I would not use these for lifting weights of any sort. They are as soft and cushioned as a highly cushioned running shoe, which means they're not really good for lifting heavy weights like barbell amounts of weight and things like that. There's just simply too much of your foot moving around in the shoe really for it to be good for that purpose. But once you realize, what this is intended for, right? Indoor body weight workouts, high repetitions, there's actually a few features that I think are kind of neat. So if we turn it around to the front here, first of all, they have what they call the arcs. So that is what they're referring to, the arc. And that is also seen on the bottom. But basically, these cradle your foot. You can see that comes up pretty high. Your foot is kind of down in there in the valley created by the two arcs, and this gives great lateral support. So in the on feet portion of the video, I tried to do a little bit of lateral motion as much as I could do and still stay in frame on the camera. But these work as advertised, great for support in the side-to-side movements. It's also got what they call, I think this is what they're referring to as the burpee brake. So there's a nice rubber toe guard, rolls up around the front, and you can see there's kind of like some flex grooves there so that you can do planks and burpees and all that sort of stuff. The heel is wide, kind of flared out. Again, lots of lateral support in the heel as well with rubber. It's kind of hollowed out in the center. And as mentioned previously, very soft heel, not for lifting weights. And it's cushioned enough. You could run in this, but it's delicate. The upper's very delicate, and this foam, all this foam exposed, is very delicate as well. So these would not last long if you used them for outdoor running. Let's look a bit more at the upper. So first of all, this is a very comfortable but tight fitting upper. So a few features I want to call out though. There's like a foam pad here. I'm running my thumb along it in the collar area. So it goes, basically starts there, runs all the way around to here. Ditto on the inside, foam collar for comfort. Achilles pad comes up very high. This shoe, honestly, this needs a pull tab. These are hard to put on because this heel is so tight and it's a tight fit. It really needs a heel tab, but it doesn't have one. The tongue, this is very minimalistic tongue. It's basically, I don't know, it's like not as thin as paper, but it's thin as a couple sheets of paper. And you can see, of course, just how see-through the upper is here. So, and that goes all the way. I think you can see the light shining through in the front as well. So this is a very lightweight, breathable upper. Now, having said that, though, this shoe is not necessarily lightweight. So men's size 11, 12 ounces. Upper's lightweight, but there is a lot of foam and rubber on the bottom, so that, of course, adds up on the weight. Nike talks about ribbing. This is the ribbing. So that is not just stripes printed on the upper material. That is actually, if you run your finger along it, the light blue part is like a high point. You can feel it's actually ribbed. They say this cradles your foot or reacts with your foot for better support and reaction. But, you know, honestly, I couldn't tell you if it's actually doing anything like that or not. It looks nice, but I'm not sure what it actually does. The lace is pretty standard. You've got just regular eyelets there. No fly wire, no exoframe, no kind of extra support. Mesh on the upper area. I don't know if you could, I think you can see my fingers through the mesh. So when you can see fingers through it, that is like the ultimate in breathability. And so this is probably the lightest weight mesh upper I've seen on a shoe probably ever. Around this side, you see some more of the see-through mesh. And overall, I think it's a good-looking shoe, and it is comfortable because of the cushioning. Okay, so let's compare this, though, to another shoe that has a lightweight upper and a ton of cushioning. This is the Nike React Infinity Run Flyknit. So first of all, let's talk about the similarities. Tight-fitting upper, relatively lightweight. Not as lightweight as the SuperRep. It's not as see-through, not by a long shot, but it is breathable. It is lightweight. It is very stretchy because it's Flyknit, at least the tongue areas. It's less stretchy up here. This is their newest version of Flyknit. It's got a pull tab. That's what I'm talking about. That is what is needed on the SuperRep Go to make it easier to put on. A lot of foam. However, this is React foam, Nike React. So this is an expensive shoe, $160. React foam, it's lighter, it's got rebound, it puts bounce in your step, and it feels very springy. So while the two shoes may look like, you know, hey, they both have a massive amount of foam, this shoe with the React foam is noticeably more soft and cushioned, but it just kind of gives you that crisp rebound and puts a little bit of zip in your step. I really like React. These are my favorite running shoes because I'm just under 200 pounds. Running on asphalt, I need something like this. The bottom of the React Infinity Run has a lot of durable rubber. That's the blue part. The white is the React foam. React foam is very soft and degrades quickly when you put it bare against asphalt. That's why there's a lot of rubber on the bottom of these. So the question would be then, like, well, couldn't you wear these indoors for your HIIT hotel room workouts? Yeah, you could. The cushion is great. It's better cushion than this. The thing with this one is, though, the React Infinity Run, it's flat. You don't get the arcs that cradle the foot, both in the forefoot and in the heel. So the side-to-side lateral stability, there's no compare. The SuperRep Go is just simply much better in that regard. So the other thing is this is a $100 shoe, whereas this is a $160 shoe. So this is obviously cheaper, but I feel like the React Infinity Run is more versatile because you could go run with this and then you could work out in the hotel room as well, I feel. But again, better lateral stability on the SuperRep Go. The other thing I should mention about these, this is the SuperRep Go, meant for workouts on the go. This is not the SuperRep Air Zoom, which has Air Zoom units, 2 of them in the 4-foot. That one is billed as being a HIIT, high intensity interval training shoe, and would be better for larger amounts of impact. I don't have one of those, so I can't compare it directly. If I had to guess, though, that one probably has a very soft heel as well. So keep in mind when they call it a HIIT shoe, HIIT can be a lot of things. You could be doing HIIT with a fairly heavy barbell, and then a shoe like this wouldn't be appropriate. But overall, this is a comfortable shoe. It's interesting. It looks pretty good. And, it's not terrible, especially for $100. What about sizing? The Nike SuperRep Go runs true to size. This is a men's size 11. This is the size I wear in most shoes that I test, and it is perfect in the length, it is perfect in the width, and it is very comfortable. So true to size, order your regular shoe size is my recommendation. Okay, so that was our look at the Nike SuperRep Go. This is a circuit training shoe meant for body weight workouts, streaming workouts, indoor workouts like in your hotel room or your living room. It has a lot of cushion, but a lot of exposed foam as well. There is some durable rubber, but this is largely meant for indoor usage. The foam, there's a lot of it, and it is sort of dished so that your foot sits down within the valley, cradled in the arcs. Great lateral side-to-side stability. The upper is extremely minimalistic, very lightweight, very comfortable, but it is a tight fit, and I do wish it had a pull tab on the heel, would make it easier to put these on. They are not super lightweight, though. They clock in at 12 ounces, men's size 11, because of all that foam. So, if you found this useful, please subscribe. We post new shoe reviews regularly. Thank you. Have a good day.